Hello, Cosmo. Yeah, you caught me at the worst time possible because I was about to go make myself a smoothie and be back in like 5 minutes as the stream starts. But yeah, hello, Cosmo. Welcome back. Give me like 5 minutes, please. I am here, people. Do not worry. I am here. I'm starting the game up. I'm here. Cosa ci fai ancora qua? Cosa ci fai ancora qua? Oh, hello people. Hello. Sorry, I was talking to my wife really quick. Hello people, hello. Yeah, the smoothie is really fucking good. So what happened was, I made the smoothie. I saw a butterfly outside. I went to look at it from up close because it was eating from the flowers. And I may have just sat outside looking at the fucking butterfly eating my drinking my smoothie for the past 10 minutes. So yeah, yippee! I may have been sitting outside just drinking the smoothie and looking at a fucking butterfly. I wish I was kidding. I was just sitting outside for the past 10 minutes. Hello everyone. Hello Cosmo. Hello Otwa. Hello Zero Cois. I'm so sorry and your stream froze. Damn, that's unfortunate. So, Minecraft. Yes, Minecraft. Hold on. Yes, Minecraft. Chat. Your stream froze. There's no shots. Your fucking stream froze. That is actually really funny. Hello. Yes, I'm gonna drink. Hi, Link. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. I was just explaining the story on what just happened. Also, hold on. Let me stop the music on Google because we're gonna have the music on the game itself. And you told things for us. Ooh, okay. Nice. So what happened with the smoothie is I literally just made it, saw a butterfly outside, and just proceeded to drink it by myself outside, just sitting in pure silence and city ambience. Yeah, I am a little bit autistic, chat. But anyway, chat, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to Minecraft. And hello everyone. How we doing today? I hope we're doing nicely. Thank you for the drink, the ponges. I just drank some peppies because I have some peppies in there. Explains why you like train. Well, funny. Yes, that does explain why I like trains, though. Like, that is literally why I like trains. So, welcome Cosmo, welcome back. And also Ottawa, yes, we're gonna get to that in a second. Let me just do a fast recap on whatever the hell we did yesterday, and then we can absolutely do those talks. Absolutely. So yesterday we decided on how to progress with the building itself. We made the first quote-unquote shape of the thing, and yeah, I just placed down the second part. I started doing some terraforming here. I honestly like it, but at the same time I do not like it, so I still need to decide if I do like it. I need to complete the terraform on this side as well, But first, I kind of want to continue the build itself because I need to make it look good before I do anything. So the idea is... Actually, it could fit there. Yeah. Okay, because if I... Wait, how big is this shape? Not this shape, this size here. Also, let me deactivate everything. Well, this one can be deleted. This one can be deleted. Tree farm village, I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna disable it for now. Home, I'm gonna keep it turned on because, I mean, do we need the home one? We don't need the home one for now. And I'm also gonna move it all the way up. This one I'm gonna deactivate it for now, deactivate it for now, deactivate it for now. These 3 I'm gonna be deactivated as well. We're just gonna keep the first train stop for now. Yes. So sorry. Can you tell that I stood outside? Because my fucking allergies are annoying. So it took me a while to start stream today for 2 reasons. First of all, I wanted to stay with my wife a little bit. So yeah, you cannot punish me for loving my wife infinitely. But I also had a pizza with kebab on it, and it was so fucking good. I was going into a food coma, and I was like, oh fuck, I need to stream. Okay, so this space is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So realistically, it could be a 7 by 7. I could have a I could have a staircase here that goes up. Because for how I want to do this bottom level, it's flexing a wife and pizza, damn it. A wife, a beautiful wife, a pizza with kebab, a fruit smoothie, and yeah, essentially, yeah. You're a rich man. I wish I had the money. I mean, I'm rich in soul, yes, and love. I'm just missing the richness, like the actual richness, like having money. But other than that, I'm rich as fuck, baby. But yeah, jokes aside, the idea for this area is I want to have a empty, kind of empty area here with like this part in the middle where you can come from the train station, go straight past it and outside. And then here, this area here is gonna be closed off because there's gonna be a big machine here, kind of like a big motor. And hold on, my mouse just sent me like 15 different things. Okay, sorry, got distracted. There's gonna be a big engine here, a decorative engine with like pipes that are gonna be connected to this secondary build over here. And behind this build, there's gonna be 2 big tanks. There's gonna be a tank, like those fluid tanks. I'm gonna make 2 big ones, one with water inside and one with chocolate. Chocolate, it's just gonna like represent like muddy water, so like we're gonna make like a purification system for the water here, a fake one of course, unless I can turn chocolate back into water. Can I turn? No, I cannot. Okay, I can only make you. How do I make you? I don't remember. Okay, like this. Milk. I mean, I'm just gonna make only enough that I need to like put it in the tank, and that's it. And after that, we're gonna have pipes going from here to like this area over here. Where we're gonna have the garden, and past this area here where we're gonna have the tree farm. Now, first of all, I kind of wanna clean up this cliff a little bit. I will cut off all of this, make it maybe a little more squared. Yeah, let's go. Let's start with that. Yes. Let me activate the backpack so I can collect the stuff. Okay, so now I'm just gonna do this. Now for the do I just hold on, I'm trying to understand what to do here because I do need to terraform a little bit, not too much, so that it doesn't feel too crazy. Nope. Hold on. Like this. Yes. Like this. And like this. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I'm gonna have to cover this eventually with like those blocks over there. But anyway, chat. Hello. Otto, you did say that you had stuff to talk about, so let's do it. Let's talk about stuff. Okay, I feel like that this could be like the... Wait, do I want to keep this cliff or do I want to just cut it out and just keep that? I mean, I guess I could put down another staircase on this side as well. Because here, like, the only staircase that goes down, it's here. So I guess I could put another one here as well. Yeah, but yeah, Otto, just if you have any... Hello, Yang, welcome back to the stream, brother. Hello. Yeah, Otto, if you have any other like fights that you want to talk about, do tell me. I'm curious. Which one was the last block? Oh, they wrote it off. Yes. So, oh, wrong button. I need the trowel. Yes. Okay, let's just be like 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Oh, it's 5, 4, 5. Okay. So we're gonna go... Actually, hold on. Is it gonna be like... I could put it further back. Or do I keep it at this distance because I'm gonna just go around everything? Like this. Because it would be like this, like this, like this. Like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Unless I make it 3 long, which is gonna make it less of a staircase and more of a slope. Which could work, actually. So, hold on, let me do that. But yeah, how we doing, chat? How we doing? As I said, I'm sorry that it took me a little longer than usual to start the stream, but yeah. I took my sweet ass time. Tack, tack. Tack. And tack. Okay. No, I'm building basically the office area for our tree farm and garden farm with all the different types of food. I'm still doing that right now. The starter area is pretty much done. Other than the wait, where am I? Yes. Other than the decorations themselves, the starter area is done. I just need to... I was just building this now because I'm gonna need a lot of woods for the Blueberry Academy. Yes. So right now I was starting exactly to build that. Hold on, let me grab that, let me grab a little more grass. Okay, perfect. Also, are the blocks like really low? Oh, they are, okay. Let's go like this and let's go like this. Yeah, the blocks were a little too quiet. I mean, now they are really loud, but it's fine. Wait, are they loud? Kinda. A knight versus a Spartan, William Marshall versus King Leonidas. Oh, okay. Okay, straight into the full-on fight, huh? Okay. Chat, as before, we did this yesterday. I'm gonna have a secondary page of Google Chrome. King William Marshall. Marshall. Oh, this motherfucker. So, so, so. Sorry for the nose. The nose is killing me today. So, technically speaking, okay. So yeah, chat. What's happening now that I'm looking on Google? It's because yesterday, Otwa proposed me, you know, the usual meme fight that were all around all around Facebook and Twitter, and be like, who would win, all the Pokemons versus a billion lions? And after that fight, we started like, we started thinking about every single other fight. So like, in this specific case, we talked about like some samurais or ninjas against a very other specific like fighters and stuff. And honestly, so far, the best, like the absolute winners that we had were Hitomi Hanzo and which one was the other samurai that we talked about? Like, I don't remember the other one, but like it was another like Musashi, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, kind of like those kind of memes, but actually with actually like valid options of fighters. Because like on the like for today's example, William Marshall captured by himself 500 different knights, and he is considered one of the most legendary knights ever, like that ever existed. On the other hand, King Leonidas or Leonidas, I don't know where the accent goes, was one of the most famous kings in all of Spartan history. So like, realistically speaking, there is no clear winner there. But at the same time, yeah, we did talk about Musashi. Yes, thank you. At the same time, we need to think about all the different things. Like, King Leonidas was a very strong fighter, mainly because Spartan people didn't really have the whole like bloodthirsty mentality about their own life. Like, you need to be a fighter before you can be anything else. So Twerkov, Helen Keller, or Martin Luther King Jr. I'm sorry. I feel like he could be able, like, he knows or knew how to throw us in a circle, but no one ever managed to to have the proofs for it. But I feel like he would be able to just throw that ass in a circle and do some crazy shit. So I would say Martin Luther King Jr. But like, okay, as I was saying, King Leonidas, as much as the Spartans were crazy, and crazy in a, oh my god, we need to win this fight at all costs kind of crazy, we gotta remember, they did mostly fight naked, or with like very little amount of armors on. So realistically, against a knight, there's not much you can do, actually. I did not ignore the rest of the messages. I definitely did not. I just read them and forgot to answer. Duh. They fought naked, but they fought crazy. Yeah, exactly. Like, they were not fully naked. They had They had a shoulder pad, kind of like imagine Fallout 4, those fucking people that go around to steal stuff, that they're literally almost naked, but they have like leather armor on. They had stuff like that. Yes, exactly. And but like other than it's so expensive. What is expensive, Link? What happened? But also, wait, I'm confused. Hold on. I'm trying to follow everything y'all are saying. Then another line covering their nipples and balls. Yeah, yeah. Literally, they just had like thongs, and that's it. Like they literally have the equivalent of a thong. But also, if we talk about the king, King Leonidas, he would also have a helmet, because in Greek mythology and stuff, most heroes, most like leaders always had also a cape and like some shoulder pads that usually were not metal unless they were like copper or brass, and they usually had an helmet. Yeah, she's taking a shower. That's why she's lurking. My parts to my car, and it costs money that I don't have. That's why it's expensive, but the parts is cheap. It's just gonna buy a lot of. Oh yeah, no, I understand the feeling. Okay, I do understand the feeling. Because that happened to. Can I help you? Can I? Bye. Uh, but yeah, no, I can understand what you mean by that, Link. Okay, so how are we doing this? Oh, I need to cut off this part of the cliff as well, I guess. Yes. Let's go here then. But yeah, like honestly speaking, for today's fight, I would say that William wins. Not because I feel like it's a more skilled fighter. I mean, it's two whole different like schools of fight. So like even if you put them one against the other, definitely one of them is gonna win, and the other one will definitely not win. So like it depends. Like on like if you wanna just measure the two different schools of like how to fight and such, it fully depends. But honestly speaking, I would say the Sir William wins, mainly because he was probably fighting with a full knight armor. And as much as Leonidas was smart, was quick with his thinking, was strong as fuck, whatever you want, as much as all of that, unless he got an incredibly crazy lucky hit with like the spear on the guy, he would have not won. Because basically, how medieval armor work, usually when you see like in most like fantasy franchises, if you see a full metal armor, they're usually overmade. Like they're made to look stronger than they were actually in old time. Exactly. If he had a specific mace, or well, they did not have morning stars, but like something that would resemble a morning star, even if you had a full plate of armor, you could not withstand more than one hit from those. Because one thing, actually, hold on, I'm curious. Oh, I'm gonna look up something really quick. So King Leonidas the first. So the average. Oh, hi, Ghost. Yeah, exact. I mean, to be honest, yes, exactly. So technically, Leonidas had a heavier armor, even if it was less. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, in old times, not all knights wore a full plate of armor. Usually those armors were more for executioners and like king's guards, which actually he was. Like Sir William was king guard for a while. No, I was checking something. Usually ancient Spartan men were estimated to be around 5 feet 9, so a meter and 75 centimeters tall, almost 2 meter tall, of pure muscle. On the other hand, what was the name of the other one? I forgot. William Marshall. William Marshall. On the other hand, never fucking mind. Never fucking mind. William Marshall was 6 feet 2, a meter and 88. Hello, no, Ghost. Basically, we're doing a like Ottawa gave me a who would win in a fight, and he gave me King Leonidas the First against William Marshall, who was a famous knight. So technically speaking, William Marshall was taller. So, and honestly, I'm sorry to say this, chat, but height in this specific moment, it matters. Because, like, if Leonidas was taller, like, if Leonidas happened to be taller than the Marshal, it would also had more leverage on, like, his hits. But since Leonidas... Wait. Which weapon he used? And also it goes on the weapon. Okay, so apparently William Marshall... He was a master in a one-handed arming sword, which is kind of like a very common sword. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it's kind of like a gladius, but longer. And he also utilized lance for mounted combat and tournament. Okay, and he also used a shield, but a very basic shield. Okay. Exactly. So I would say, unless King Leonidas gets a very, very lucky shot on his vitals, I feel like William would win. Yeah, but it was not royalty. That's the thing. Like, it was from a very small royal... like, he was born in a very small, very, very inconsequential royal family. Like, we're talking, like, maybe owners of small land, and that's it, kind of royal. And then he became famous after for protecting even the king himself. So, like, he was not directly from a very important royal family, but also, yeah. But yeah, honestly, because, okay, as I was saying, basically, chat, how can I can explain this? Like, hold on. I know this is gonna look weird. Oh, I don't have the chest plate on me. That's bullshit. Anyway, like, imagine like this. Imagine like a normal Minecraft armor. I know it's a stretch, chat. Hold on, let me actually go check if I have the chest plate. If not, let me make one really fucking fast. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I have the chest plate here. And chat, it's gonna make... Okay, like, hold on, let me get out. Okay, so, like, you... Now, it is a stretch, because of course Minecraft is oversimplified, but like, normally those armors that the medieval knights used were never a single piece. Even the middle part here, like, you see how in the little image it is all connected, of course, that, I mean, it's Minecraft, yeah, but they were never a single piece. First of all, to dress a full set of armor, it would take you like at least half an hour, maybe, to put on an entire armor, because it was like, it was... Hold on, how many pieces are in a full armor? Full realistic medieval armor. So it was a combination between 20 and 30 major pieces. If we're counting straps, buckles, and rivets, it would go over 100. And also that, yes, the more important you were as a knight, the more complex your armor was, and that means the more people you needed to dress up with that armor. But in the like if I cannot fucking speak, if Sir William had the armor already good to go, ready for a fight, I feel like it would not be would not be easy to hit. But then again, as I was saying, sorry chat, I forgot that what I was talking about. So in the very there's very specific pieces in an armor, chat, that are the considered weak points. The joint between the chest and the neck, and and then the shoulders and the chest, and the hips and the legs, like those specific points. If you knew anything about the armor itself, of course you had to know these things, but like those places always were like uncovered, because like when they dressed you up, they would put on you like chainmail. No, actually no, they would put on you a leather like undergarment that was like with like even like fur in it. Then they would put chainmail on you. Then in some cases they would put another layer of another sheet of leather on you, and then they would put on the plate armor. And we talk about plated armor because it was like chat, the armors were not a singular piece. Like that's why I'm saying plated armor. But like the thing with that is that that would give the knight himself extra mobility while still being protected. The problem with that is that with the weapon that knights used, and of course the knowledge of said armor, if you manage to drive the lance literally, I want you to imagine the shoulder muscle right between the shoulder muscle and the chest muscle. There is a very, very specific point there that is fucking annoying when it comes to like medieval fights, because if a lance or the tip of a sword were to be driven into that specific spot, you could lose the arm directly. Even like it would still be quote unquote connected, sorry for the gory image, but it would be technically still connected by the armor themselves. But like they could easily drive the spear in there, and that was one of the worst weak points in knight's armor. Same goes for the neck, because if you know anything about knight's armor, chat, you know that some helmet had also a little extension on the neck itself. See, is exactly to cover those weak spots. And also many armors, when it comes to medieval stuff, they had like on the chest part, they had like a V shape, a decorative V shape with the point of the V in the middle of the chest. Exactly, yes, to stop swords, but like a sword could also come from below. If you were like on a horse and a person from the ground would attack you, the sword would come up at the neck. So it would still be kinda weak if you were not looking down at the person that was attacking you. So many armor on the chest area, literally in the middle of the chest, they usually had a Y or V shape that would stop the tip of the sword from going past that point and then in your neck. But then again, those like basically when it comes to having like two knights fight each other, it was all skill, it was all patience, it was not raw strength, which is like the main strength into of a Spartan, because Spartans were quick, were ruthless, and they were literally just throwing themselves at the enemy. Whereas a knight would wait for the perfect moment to strike. It was either like the other knight fell off the horse, so they were literally stuck on the floor because the armor were so heavy, or even just luck. Yeah, exactly. Many knights did die not because they got stabbed, but because they got pummeled to death by a fucking mace. It's like the Roman Empire versus Dasha. Wait, barbaric people versus legendary. Exactly, exactly. Like yesterday, Ottawa gave me a fight that was Ragnar Lothbrok, not the TV, of course, not the TV program one, but the actual the one that existed, Ragnar Lothbrok. That, for the people that don't know, it's like it was like one of the most famous like Viking ever, and that's a solid fighter, right? The problem, exactly, yeah, like most knights died because of that: heat stroke, exhaustion, falling off the horse and breaking their neck. Literally, because those motherfuckers were literally played like they were literally iron, or I don't think they had steel already, or maybe they had very rudimentary steel. Now I don't remember that, I'm sorry, but like, yeah, literally most knights died because of that, and it's so sad to think about. But yeah, no, what I was saying is, like, he gave me Ragnar Lothbrok, which is, as I said, one of the most famous Vikings ever. Thank you, Cosmo, exactly, thank you. But he put that guy against Miyamoto Musashi, who, for the people that don't know, was a Kensei, which is literally translated to Sword Saint. He was one of the most famous Kensei in all Japan history, and he was the creator of this two-sword style, fighting style in Japan, having like a long sword and a short sword. So as much as Ragnar would be like a very ruthless fighter, like he had no chance. He would have no chance against a person like Musashi. Actually, I went pretty deep with those two people because, as I said, I do not know anything. I always tend to look on Wikipedia and such before saying my own point of view on those things. But like, in that specific ambient, I was pretty confident for saying Musashi, mainly for how each of the two guys fought. Because there is a difference between fighting like a rascal, like pillaging villages, stealing stuff from the British Empire, and then there is that is one thing, and then there is literally just being called one of the sword saints. So we came to the conclusion that Musashi would hands down really humbly clean the floor with Ragnar. Like, with all my love towards like Vikings and shit, Musashi would not lose that fight. But anyway, it is pretty much the same thing here, because like, if they fought one-on-one, fresh from a beautiful night of sleep, they had sex prior to the fight, so they're even chiller. Like, they have no resentment, they are just there for the love of the fight. I feel like Sir William Marshall would take the win. Unless... no, it's an example. Like, if those two legendary people would have had to fight each other, and they were very fresh, they had a beautiful night of sleep, they took care of any stimuli that could distract them prior to the fight. Like, if they did all of that, and it was a pure 1v1 with no rage, no like spite, nothing like that, I highly think... Hold on, let me lower the micro volume a little bit for myself. Like, I highly think Marshall would win. Because I know that we're saying like a mace could take good quick care of a knight, but like I don't think Spartans did fight with maces. I think they fought mainly with spears, because Spartans are from the Greek area, and Greek usually did use spears because they were faster to use. Not even really long spear like you see in cinema. Usually when it's said to be a one-man spear, usually they barely reached 1.5 meters in length. Like they were literally just poles with a knife at the end. If we want to talk about spears that usually you see in like movies that are like 2 meters, 3 meters long, then those usually were used in like group fights, because they were too long to be used as a one-man weapon. Unless you take some exceptions, like there was a very famous German knight that was one of the few user of the Zweilhander, which is one of my favorite like swords ever, because it's a big ass sword that is long as fuck and really weird, really difficult to use, and you need to literally dance to use it, because it's not a ha slash ha thrust ha I'm gonna poke you. It was literally a dancing with the sword itself to make it deadly. That's why it's one of my favorite swords. But like, yeah, I feel like final answer for me. Hold on, let me see. What did Spartan use as weapon? What weapons did Spartan use? A dory, which is a 7 to 9 foot thrusting spear. So yeah, 7 feet of spear is like what, 2 meters? Kinda like shy of 3 meters, like between 2 and 3 meters of spear. A heavy bronze and wood aspis shield used for both defense and to bludgeon enemies. And a xyphos, a short secondary sword, or a copis, a curved blade for close quarters combat. Yeah, thank you, Cosmo. So yeah, realistically speaking, they did use pretty long spears. So forget what I said about having short spear. Actually, that was my bad. But like, realistically speaking, the major issue of the knight could be the shield, because a bronze and wait, did I say bronze or did I say copper? Hold on, let me see. Bronze and wood, so it was not that heavy, but it was really strong. Like that shield, being hit by that shield could fuck up your entire like balance. That's what she said. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but then again, I feel like not knowing each other's ways of combat, I feel like it would still be a close fight. Yeah, fair. No, because I keep saying copper because I keep getting my mind stuck on like Mesopotamian times where copper was the most used before bronze. But like, yeah, realistically speaking, bronze was a viable solution because it was pretty sturdy. It is written also that they used iron as well. Like the Spartans did use iron, but mainly just for the tip of the spears. So I don't know. I feel like on the basis that it would be a 1-to... hold on, I got scared by my wife. Ciao, bellissima. Mua. Sì. Buon lavoro. Fammi sapere tutto. Ti amo tantissimo. Che cosa? Hold on, chat, I'm coming. Okay, get a room. You're making us jealous. Well, sorry. Get a wife. Che cosa? Per essere l'amore mio fantastico? Fai bene, te l'ho detto io di farlo. Fai bene. I would, but I'm 16, dog. Find a fucking cougar or a MILF that can spoil you. Give you all them, give you money and give you steamy study sessions. Wink, wink, wink. Got to go to the store real quick. Yeah, Ghost, no worries. See you later. Stai tranquilla. Te l'ho chiesto io di ricordarmi le cose, eh? Sì. Oh. Per le live, dici? Sì, va bene. Sabato io e domenica tu. Ok. That's fine. Sì, sì, va bene. Va bene. Che senso? Siamo qua. Però al momento che io non streamo, o cioè che io streamo e tu non streami, tu puoi fare altro. Puoi editare qualcosa. E viceversa. 6, 7. Va bene. Ne parliamo meglio quando torni. O domani comunque. Sì, esatto. Ti amo. Buon lavoro, vita. Poi fammi sapere tutto, ok? Ti amo, qua. Sarò ancora di buon umore. Ti amo tanto. A dopo, ti amo. Mi mangio. Ti amo, a dopo, buon lavoro. Okay, chat. We're back. So, we were saying, I forgot. No, okay, I remember. So, yeah, honestly, like, just genuinely speaking, I feel like as much as I would love to give the win to Leonidas, because King Leonidas the First, because I mean I am from the Mediterranean Sea, so kind of like, of course I would root for for a fighter that comes from here, but like I don't know, I feel like it would not be easy for him to win, even if he wins at all. But then again, I don't think he's gonna win, mainly because iron against bronze, iron against wood, and yeah. Like I honestly wish he could win, but I don't think it's possible for him to win. As I said, mainly because I doubt his knowledge. Hold on, I need that fucker to die. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Nice. Yeah, exactly. It would depend. It depends all on who gets the first lucky shot, and but also it depends on who realistically gets tired first. And William, it said that he captured by himself 50 individuals knights. So I feel like he had a certain ability when it came to 1v1 combat. Like it's the same for the Musashi, the Miyamoto Musashi versus Ragnar fight that we did yesterday, because history wise, it's said that Ragnar managed to steal a lot of stuff from the British Isles. And then I went to look at the Musashi's Wikipedia page, and it literally said that he had a 62 consecutive win streak. Like, it's 62 individual fights, 1v1 fights, win streak. So, like, as much as it's the same here, like, as much as King Leonidas would be a good, like, it would be good if he won, I feel like unless luck is taken into, like, unless we talk about luck, I feel like William will win. If we don't take, like, luck or chances into the talk, then I would say that Sir William wins. That's my final answer, Otwa. As I said, as much as I would love for King Leonidas to win, Attila the Hun versus Genghis Khan. Oh my fuck! With the armies too? Oh no! Why would you do that to me? Han army size. Okay. Yeah, no, absolutely a beautiful fight. Okay. Oh, damn, so you can help me then. So, just talking about army size, I would have to give it to Genghis Khan if we talked about only army size. Because it said that the biggest ever time in history, like the best time in history for Attila the Hun, his army was a 100,000 soldiers, and that was at the peak. Genghis Khan, on the other hand, usually his army was between 90,000 and 150,000 at its peak. But there was also a moment in history, and was only one moment in history, where his army was 240,000 men. So even only on army size worth, Genghis Khan had Attila at a 2-1 fight. So basically every person in Attila's army would have had to fight a 2v1, like all of them. They would have to do that. Yes, exactly. So it said that it says that Genghis Khan army, like, usually it was a really fucking well made army. Like, almost all of the people in his army knew how to fight. And basically it was said that every single Genghis Khan troop knew how to ride a horse or a camel or something similar. I don't know why the camel distinction, but that sounds pretty funny. But, like, honestly, if we go, because you did specify that they would use armies, so you did this to yourself. If we do armies, like, if we do counting only the armies themselves. Oh yeah, I call it. There it is. A composition of Genghis Khan's army was roughly 70% light cavalry, archers, and 30% were heavy cavalry, lancers, with the lances. So yeah, I would say, oh god, but then again, oh, but then okay, Attila on the other hand was mainly only archers on horses. Like, let's say, hold on, let me see, let me read the actual number. Hold on. The army was predominantly cavalry, horse archers, but included significant allied infantry. Infantry, it means basically fighters on foot. Honestly, this could be even quicker than the Musashi one, because realistically speaking, Attila, I feel like he would win hands down. No, sorry, Genghis Khan, I feel like he would win hands down. Like, I don't wanna be that guy, but like I deadass feel like he would win pretty simply. Mainly because he had a very well organized army as well, which that is also a problem. Oh yeah, you're so right. I mean, I don't know if that is Genghis Khan. Hold on, Genghis Khan cooling Earth. So so it is a theory. It is not a like it is not oh no, never fucking mind. So apparently not only he killed that amount of people, but he also, like, with the fact that he killed so many people, the nature itself, and by nature I mean like trees and shit, he managed to make many other plants regrow, and literally, like, he helped the earth itself get, hold on, let me see actually. The Mongol army reduced the global population by nearly 11% by killing about 30% of the population in conquered areas. The destruction resulted in the abandonment of farmland, which, according to the 2011 study published by the Holocene, allowed for significant reforestation that pulled nearly 700 million tons of carbon from the atmosphere. God damn! 700 million tons of carbon removed is equivalent to the amount of carbon humanity produces annually from global petrol consumption. So basically, he Attila, no wait, Genghis Khan, sorry, Genghis Khan, he did what COVID did in the same amount of time, which is crazy. Cause like, basically what I mean by what I'm saying right now about COVID is basically when we got stuck at home for COVID issues. After like a year and a half, the world did get a little bit cooler again because there was way less petrol consumption, coal burnage, and such. So realistically speaking, he did the fucking same. Oh my god, that is fucking beautiful. I mean, no, it's terrifying because oh my god, but like still, it is fucking beautiful because history, it's fucking beautiful when it comes to that. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna give this one to Genghis Khan. Like, the only but for the fact that he literally cooled down Earth. Like, his impact in the world was so fucking immense that he managed to cool down the motherfucking planet. Like, not even that, he managed to have a reforestation, which is the opposite of a deforestation, which means that trees actively grew because of him. Like, in like, they grew so much because of him that it literally counted as something positive for the planet itself. So yeah, honestly speaking, final answer, Genghis Khan. As much as Attila will do his numbers, because again, Attila was one of the most ruthless people ever. But yeah, I highly feel like Genghis Khan could do this pretty simply. So yeah, final answer, Genghis Khan. If it was a 1v1, I feel like it would end it would end into a 50-50. But like, yeah. Just by the legendary facts, I will say Genghis Khan. I'm sorry. Wasn't Attila also known much because he was ugly as shit? Yeah, he was known also for that, but he was also known for being really fucking strong and really fucking scary. And also bad fuck crazy. Like he was terrifying. The fact that they called him ugly was also because they wanted people to make fun of him and not be scared of him, because if they were scared of him, it would have been easier for Attila to just conquer more land, because if people knew that he was coming, they would just give up even before they saw him. So yeah, it was kind of like satire to just be like, oh, look at me, I'm Attila, I'm ugly, ooh. So people would make fun of the idea of him. So yeah, they would comply more into the whole let's fight him, yada 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 bullshit. But yeah, Ottawa, final answer, Genghis Khan. I feel like we're all okay with that answer. Also, I'm almost all out of tough. Damn, that's tough. Anyway. Hannibal Barcas with Alexander the... Oh god. I'm sorry. Like I think I don't even need to fucking hold on. Alexander the Great. I am actually hold on. Hold on. Hannibal Barcas. How many size? Yeah, no, like the armies themselves. Yeah, the army wise, they're the same size. So for the sake of this fight, I'm not gonna count them. I'm just gonna say Alexander. Like that's the final. I'm gonna give you already the final answer, and I'm gonna say Alexander the Great. Because if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he? Wait. Okay. Yeah. Literally. Yeah, and also the thing I was looking chat the thing I was looking at chat, basically the reason why he like the thing I was looking at chat is the fact that when he died, he wanted to be put in a coffin with his hands outside of the coffin itself to symbolize that all of the greatness, all of the power that he had in his hand were just material wealth, and then he would leave the world quote unquote empty handed because it was so great with everything that he did not need anything in the afterlife. To be honest, wait, Hannibal Barcas, where is he from again? He was Tunisi, Hannibal. A Punic Carthaginian general. Okay. Wait. Uh, Hold on. Carthago, thank you. The problem is that Hannibal, he waged war against Rome. He had some tactical victories against them, but he ultimately lost against Rome. Meanwhile, Alexander, famous battle. He won like his most legendary fight. He won against he won against Darius the Third, who was the king. I think he was considered king. I don't know actually the correct definition. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like he was technically considered the king of Persia of like not Persia. Wait, hold on. Let me. Yes, Persian army. Yes, so technically he controlled the Persian army, and it was many times larger than Alexander's army. But Alexander still pulled the win. So even just by that. And also he fought against King Porus, who was an Indian king. So there were elephant there as well, probably. Hello, Ghost, welcome back. So as much as I would say that Alexander would be not intimidated, but like surprised at least from the usage of elephants. Elephants were not a good army thing. Like they were actually worse than horses, because they took way too much space. They took way too much resources to even keep them fed, and they would just fell harder than a horse. Because a horse, like I need you to imagine this: a horse is a concentration of muscles. A elephant, on the other hand, it's a pretty chunky boy. Like a common, one of the most common elephant you can think of. Usually they're just really chunky boys that were literally just like they had really strong, like of course they were really strong animals, but at the same time they were just they were just animals. Like they were not made for war. Like they were made mainly to impress an army for sure, but like yeah, I feel like battling with elephants was not as cool as it sound, which is, as I said, which is unfortunate because it sounds fucking cool. But yeah, so sanded tough, yep. Okay, then I needed the eroded or whatever the name was. This one, the rough trough, yes. Yoink. And then I need the eroded, yes. Perfect. I don't think I need more than that, but like, let me see, how much tough do I have still? Okay. Okay, so I'm lacking 2 stacks, which I'm gonna do this. Okay, so let's do the same. Pam. And then sanded. So yeah, as much as I would say that having elephants would give you a momentary advantage on the fight, at the same time I feel like it would just be a momentary advantage. Because if you think about the elephants, they were not like Lord of the Ring size of animals. They were just small. Actually, they were not even full-size elephants, because like they were not African elephants, if I'm not mistaken. They were just Indian elephants, which are considerably smaller than a normal elephant. And also you need to keep into consideration that elephants have a major flaw when it comes to the animal itself. Basically, when it's the season of mating, the male elephants, they have a chance of producing, actually hold on, let me see, let me check the correct wording for this. Male elephant must, so they had a chance when hold on. So for male elephants only, there was a chance in their growth that they would have an overproduce an over, like they would produce way too much must, musth. So I guess must, I don't know how to spell, how to say it in English, I'm sorry. So basically, what is that thing? That thing is basically their testosterone would go so fucking sky high that their temples, like by the side of their eye, they would start dripping this thick goo. And if you ever happen to be in Africa for any stupid reason, or any, like you're there on a trip, whatever, if you come in contact with a male elephant that has this condition, you need to get the fuck out of there ASAP. Because basically, when if you see an elephant that has that thing happening, there is a high chance someone will die. Because elephants are very calm by nature, but that thing usually happens to male adults. And basically, what does it mean? Basically, they have their testosterone to the fucking stars, and so they get highly aggressive, highly unpredictable. So like if that happened, like if that would have happened during a war, like it does not matter that you train that animal all your life, that animal will take you from his back and just squish you like a fucking plum. Oh, I just drank Ghost. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sit your... Oh, I'm gonna sit correctly. Fine. But yeah, like, as much as fighting with elephants sounds cool, they were not that practical advanced. Like they were not that practical at all, unfortunately. So yeah, as much as that would be cool, I will still give the win to Alexander the Great. Like, honestly, there's not that many... Cause hold on. Yeah, so Alexander the Great died because of an illness. He did not die on because of a fight. So the only reason he died it's because he got ill. Some people presume he got poisoned, but like, nah, I don't think he did. And even if he did, that's a cheap way of dying. I'm not gonna count it as someone killing you. I'm just gonna count it as you died because of natural causes. Which honestly, they do not make me think less of the historical character if they died because of that. Because like, if you're a famous general, if you're literally called the Great, and you die because of an illness, yeah, no, that's just being unlucky. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna count that as a victory for other parties. So yeah, Ottawa. Final answer, Alexander the Great. And again, all I'm saying, like, I'm saying that those specific people win mainly because of like historical facts. I'm not saying this person win because I like him more. Like, as much as I like as much as I like Alexander the Great, it's just a objective win. Mainly because I do love to go look on Wikipedia because I want to have an unbiased answer to those fights. It makes them feel, I don't know, it feels better to to just look stuff up and actually give a proper answer than just being like one of those dumbasses on Twitch that are like, oh, but I like this character, so he must win because he's cool. No, fuck you. He's gonna win because he's good, not because he's cool. So yeah. Final answer, Ottawa. Alexander the Great. Next fight. I'm having fun actually. Those fights are really funny to talk about. I mean, war is bad, etc., etc., but like also war, like it is fun. Xerxes first. Oh god damn it! You're pulling people out of. Oh, Xerxes first. Yes, exactly. Like if we speak about historical wars, Sultan Mehmed the Second army. So if we speak about like historical wars that have happened, yeah, some of those happened because of dumb reasons, but like yeah. So Xerxes. Oh, that's Xerxes. Okay, Xerxes. Sorry, the X is a problem for my tongue. Xerxes' first army was between 100,000 and 300,000. So okay, Sultan Mehmed the Second. His army was between 80,000 to 100,000 plus. Maybe going to up to a 200,000 people, but that's just a theory. A game theory. Oh, hold on. Hold on. So they both had a large navy army. Okay. So so Xerxes the First had around 1,000 warships. Sultan Mehmed, on the other hand, let me check. He had okay, so he had 400 vessels. So 400, that's a third of the ships. 70 of those were large cannons, which is a type of ship, if I'm not mistaken, which are the ones that you would use the most in those times to actually take down city walls and such. But most of the other ones were used to blockade the city. Oh, so like you use them not to like fight, but to literally stop the enemy from escaping, which is actually really fucking smart. But then again, Xerxes could get this one. Actually, no. Hold on. Hold on. I need to check the historical. I actually think. Oh no, they had those kind of ships. Never fucking mind. Okay, no, Xerxes might win this one. Cause they had the ships, like just like the Spartans we were talking about before. They had those kind of like Greek style ships. And why sheeps with 2E? That sounds like sheeps. No, those Greek style ships. So like very long and made literally to hit other ships. But yeah. So I feel like Xerxes might win this one. If we talk about armies, that like the sheer number amount of people, plus the like technological advancement, because like as much because like the Sultan was early, like the Sultan was before Xerxes, yes, but at the same time his men fought primarily with like leather armor. Like they were not used to like fighting with the straight up other things. So you know what, Chad? I feel like this one goes to Xerxes. Like I don't know, because they are pretty similar when it comes to like fighting style, how they fought, how they conquered. But like it just if there is that many similarities, I kind of think we need to go into like straight up just one to one, like what a person what they had against each other. Who one of them had many more ships, which were also bigger and stronger. Because like, don't get me wrong, child, like the best ships ever made were the ones in um like in the Victorian era, so like bigger ships, stronger ships. But then again, there were some ships that were much older in time, that were Chinese warships and such, that were much bigger. But then again, I don't know. I feel like if we take the numbers and that's it, I feel like Xerxes could win. Depends who. I feel like it depends on who attacks who in this frangent. Because if Xerxes took his entire army to one of those cities of the Sultan, I feel like it could be dragged for years, but inevitably Xerxes would win. If we take if we go on the other way around, I feel like it would be a lot quicker, but it would still end up either in a surrender or an all-out extermination of the fighters. Like there's no I feel like there's no in between, unfortunately. Like as I said, unfortunately, because like yeah. But then again, I don't know. That's the thing. Like I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm tempted to give it to, I don't know. I don't know, chat. It's weird. I feel like I should give it to Xerxes. Xerxes, though, chat. What do you think? What do you think, chat? Do you think any others of them could win? Hold on, chat. I'm writing down a thing. Hold on, because I'm trying to think of how to look, what to look for this, but like, I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Although that fight, like he won the fight mainly because it was uh, an overwhelming amount of fighters too, which is also a problem. Hold on, just give me a second. I need to check why my phone was vibrating before. So yeah, I also think he could win. Why is my sorry chat? It's my mother. She is being annoying. Mehmed lost against Vlad the Oh, then yeah, no, absolutely. The Xerxes wins this hands down. Vlad the Impaler is one of the scariest people ever existed. Okay, yeah, then I would give the fight to Xerxes this time. Next fight. Richard, I'm getting a little tired. But that is fine. Okay, so oh, you motherfucker. Okay. Vlad the. Oh, fuck. Hold on. The Impaler army size. And then the other one was Ivan. Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. So, Vlad had only 30,000 men, while Ivan went around 150,000 men. I no, sorry, Ivan went around 150,000. Sorry, Vlad are only 30,000. So the Turk forest, exactly. That's what I was talking about. That's what I was thinking about. So yeah, he had a very small army, but he won against, just like you said before, he won against Mehmed, who had 100,000 and plus army with boats, with warships. I don't know. I feel like Vlad could win this one because Vlad the Impaler, he's another person in history that is known for being like ruthless. So I am not Romanian, but to satisfy my fellow Romanian followers and actually people that live in Italy that are Romanian by origins, I feel like Vlad could win this one. Because again, you don't become a legend in history if you didn't do anything legendary with your life. And the fact that he won many fights, not only one, if I'm not mistaken, many fights against people that had a much larger army. I don't know, I feel like whether he was a mad genius when it came to war, or he was just that good, or he was just that fucking lucky with his life, I don't know, I feel like Vlad could win this one. Like, as much as I know that Ivan the Terrible was a renowned, like, a renowned killing machine, Vlad was straight, like, Vlad also had the time to be 12 legends be built around him. Which is terrifying, to say the least. Because, like, imagine this. You're a normal-ass fighter. You take your time, like, you follow your leader into a fight, you lose, and you survive long enough to see other people in your like of your side of the war being impaled just because. Or maybe you're one of the first ones to die, and that was considered being the most lucky one. Being one of the first ones to fucking die was considered being lucky when it comes to fight to the wars of Ivan the Terrible and Vlad the Impaler. Like, if you somehow managed to die before anything happened, you were considered lucky. Also that, exactly. Like, walking through a forest is not easy. Like, I don't know if you, chat, I don't know if y'all ever went into like a fucking walk in the forest, and if the forest itself it's not like well maintained, you know how fucking annoying it is to walk into those woods. Because it's literally just, oh, I'm gonna trip on a fucking root. Okay, let me try to stand back up. Oh, I'm sitting on a rock that now moves, so I'm probably gonna slide and land with my ass on the ground. Like, even just that, like, even just staying on a path is difficult sometimes. Especially now in modern age is a little easier because there is machinery that could easily clear out forests. Okay, imagine at that time that the only machine they had was like carts that you would attach at horses. I don't think they had many mechanical advancement at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, I'm trying to think of how 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm trying to think about what they could have had. Oh fuck! I keep doing this wrong. You need to go here. Here. Okay. Wait, did I do these ones wrong? No, these ones are correct. Okay. So, hold on. Okay. Like, yeah, imagine just how demoralizing it was to walk the fucking forest. Imagine just that, and then add to it the fact that you need to fight for your life for maybe a cause that you're not even okay with, but you were too scared to say no to because you knew you would have get killed if you said no. So, like, as much as it feels like it is a pretty much one-sided fight, if it was only for, like, if it was without, okay, let's not think about the fact that both of those persons were considered fucking demons for how crazy they were when it came to like actually killing people. Like, even without thinking about that, like the place where certain people had to fight other people, because like if me, the fucking the sultan, a sultan usually lives where, by the desert, maybe not full desert like Aladdin, but maybe also yes, so people are used to very arid environment, very scorching sun, a very specific kind of vibe, like even just the vibe itself of like anything that was around you be completely the fucking opposite. You had to walk through musty, mushy, and fucking like not hot but like humid woods. You could barely see past like 20 meters of tree line before you could not distinguish a tree from the other. The terrain itself was not soft as sand or as terracotta or as whatever the fuck they used to build the place you lived in. It was either softer or harsher, and but then it was fucking slidey because maybe there was a little amount of brine in the morning in the grass. So literally every step you took, there was a chance for you to slip and fall. Like, even just that is enough to break a person's mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pam. That's a 2 wide gas. So how about I just move it here? Because if I put the hold on, let me check. Because if I bring the pipes from here, okay. No, that's perfect actually in the middle. Yes. But like, imagine just that, like, imagine wherever you live now, okay? Imagine like me, I live in a place where I'm lucky enough that I lived through hot, cold, humid, arid, summer, winter, summer that is hella hot, winter that is hella cold, autumn and spring that were both either chill or either warm. So like, being born in the Mediterranean, by the Mediterranean Sea, it was literally lucky as fuck for me. That is why the Roman Empire was such a power at the like in the old times, because the people that were born here were used to every kind of environment, where it was really fucking hot, really fucking cold, really fucking humid, really fucking dry. Like, the Roman Empire was lucky for that. That's why we won. That's why we won pretty easily against most of the fights. Because literally people were not used to like anything other than just whatever they were born in. But like, yeah, I don't know. 1, 2, 3. 1. Fuck, I forgot. 1, 2, 3. Pam. 1, 2, 3. Pam. One, two, three. So I guess my final answer, just because I mean, I don't, as I said, I don't want to be biased. I want to just I just want to talk about the numbers and the history and whatever, but I feel like Vlad the Impaler might get the win here. Cause it was just too much altogether. Like, it didn't have a small, it didn't have a massive army at the same numbers of like Xerxes and such, but it still managed to pull through some fights that were considered that are still considered impossible by multiple historians. So like, I don't know, I feel like the Impaler might win this one. Like, he was so scary that the whole myth of Dracula was born, if I'm not mistaken. Because I feel, wasn't he the person that started the whole Dracula bullshit? Like, didn't the Dracula myth, didn't that like get created around this person as well? Yeah. So like even just having a myth of one, if not the most famous uh creature of the night ever. Yeah, exactly. Like being so famous with your tactics of war that literally everyone was scared of you even just by knowing your name. Like that 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 means something. Like, as much as I don't want to be biased, but like, if a motherfucking general, a motherfucking king, whatever, if he was so famous that a fucking horror story was created around him, like a horror myth, a full-on fucking cryptid of the night was created around this person, and it's still it is still today, like up to today, this creature is still important somehow. He's gonna get the win. I'm sorry. Like, as I said, I don't want to be biased. I'm trying my best not to be, but holy fuck. Like, same with Alexander the Great. He was considered so magnificent, so potent, so strong, that literally there's so many legends made around that person. So like I would give I would give this win to Vlad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. Be angry at me. If anything, don't be angry at each other. But like, talking from my final answer, because it is my final answer, that like I give the final answer to these questions. But like, yeah, my final answer is Vlad. I'm proud of you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I mean, to be honest, Cosmo, I am Italian. Like, we have the whole witch. We have a whole city, a whole town in Italy that was renowned to be a town of witches. So like, when it comes to like, when it comes to myth and legends about stuff that happened in the past that may or may not be true, I I get a little biased, but yeah, honestly, without being, I promise you, I promise, chat, I'm not being biased right now, but I do say Vlad the Impaler, final answer. Let's fight. If we're almost out of like important historical figures, we can also do like fantasy one. Like, take a character from a game and take a character from another game and make them fight. Napoleon. I'm sorry. No, I'm not gonna even think about this one. Napoleon. I'm sorry. I'm so like I again. I'm not gonna be biased here, chat. But like, and chat, 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 chat. Hold on. Let me stop the music for this chat. I, with all my heart, I despise French people. I despise French history. I hate France. Not because of spite or anything. I simply hate it. The only thing that I would spare of France is the Gothic cathedrals and the whole Gothic movement of art. And that's the only thing. But this said, that fucking gnome of Napoleon was one of the best fucking generals that this world had ever seen. So, as much as I hate fucking France, I hate, like, I hate with all my heart France and bullshit and whatever, but I cannot give the win to Abraham Lincoln. I'm sorry. Abraham Lincoln was a fighter, was a general. I don't remember. Was he a general or was he just the president? But even if, like, I'm sorry, I cannot. I physically cannot give the fight to anyone else other than Napoleon. The only person that I feel like would win against Napoleon is Caesar. I'm not even kidding. Like that's the level that Napoleon reached, because he managed to reach the level of a fucking emperor in technically modern days. So like I cannot give any other persons the win. So yeah, next next fight. I'm sorry this one was so fast, but I physically cannot give the win to anyone else. Oh, that's why I make the fucking... Oh no. Hold on. Delete. Okay. Certain Austrian painter versus Stalin. Stalin, actually. I don't want to divulge this one, because this one could get me banned on Twitch. But like, I'm gonna say Stalin. Because didn't Stalin win against Napoleon, now that I think about it? Was he Stalin? Was he someone before Stalin? I don't remember. Was he the Tsar of Russia? I don't remember. But like, with what I said about Napoleon, the Tsar or Russia or whatever, whoever the fuck was there when Napoleon was famous in France, it was a Tsar, thank you. So yeah, I would say Stalin in this I would say Stalin this time. Mainly because of how Russia already won against Napoleon. Thank you, yeah. Yeah, I know. Like, there's a funny thing about that, because I don't remember if it was Stalin or someone else, but there's literally a certain moment in history where a samurai could like own a musket and then fight for like a British army. Like, there was a very specific moment in time where you could have had a samurai fight for the British Empire against a pirate. Like, it was something. No, yeah, no, do not. Yeah, no, I know, but like, didn't also Napoleon try to push into Russia, but then he had to forfeit the whole war because these people were literally dying because of the cold of Russia? Like, that's what I mean. Like, if a person, Mansa Musa versus Riches the Lionheart. Sorry, I did not see the message. Also, Otto, I'm sorry. Yes, his army froze. Yeah, because literally the Tsar, and also the Tsar, what he did, he took away the people from the further villages. He took them into closer to the main area of Russia. So literally there was nothing for Napoleon to conquer. Hold on, let me go check. Mansa Musa. Who is you? Oh, that motherfucker. Richard the Lionheart. So, hold on. With army, you said, correct? Okay, thank you. Okay. Mansa. I don't remember. Maybe, actually, I don't remember. But I will say Mansa though. Cause okay. Allora, Richard the Lionheart. Richard the Lionheart's army during the Third Crusade, circa 1191, so kind of like 1200, in the year 1200, kinda. He had around 20,000 active combatants, with around 17,000 reported for his initial expeditional force. Sorry, at the key battle of Arsuf, I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. His forces consisted of roughly 1,200 heavy cavalry and 10,000 infantry, including professional mercenaries. So yeah, let's say 15,000 max. Because if I'm not gonna count the mercenaries, because those motherfuckers were not a liable like workforce. Mansa Musa, on the other hand, he had around 100,000 people. So he would have outpowered Lionheart 10 people to 1. So if we go for army strength only again, I would say Mansa. Because having an advantage of 10 people to 1 means that you can basically do anything. Like you could easily like empower anyone in your path. Hold on, chat. Give me a second. Give me a minute. Be right back. So, we were saying, I don't remember, brothers and sister in Christ. I don't. Oh yeah, I feel like Mansa could win this one. I feel like Mansa could win this one easily. Because like Mansa had just the fact that he had a 10 to 1 uh like difference in the fucking army. Like even just that. Even the fact that his army was so fucking enormous. I don't know. What you think, Chad? What's your thought on that? I don't know, Chad. I don't know. As I said, I don't know. Yeah, Mansa, right? Yeah. I was thinking the same, honestly. Yeah, and also yeah, that too, because like it's literally written in Wikipedia as well. Richard Lionheart had some mercenaries in his army, like at least 3 to 4 thousand men that were bought into his army. Like Mansa being as rich as he was, I feel like he would have bought. I would he would have outpaid the mercenaries. And also yeah, that too, like if we don't count the mercenaries, I feel like it would still win. If we count the mercenaries, we take into account the fact that Mansa could have bought the mercenaries from him, or he could even have bought other mercenaries. And yeah, so yeah. But yeah, I feel like he would win. Yeah, I feel like we need to say Mansa. Hold on, chat. Horatio Nelson versus Robert E. Lee. Okay. New people. Okay. Horatio Nelson. Nice. Okay, and then the next one is Robert E. Hold on. Lee. Army size. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Northern Virginia and okay, and oh, okay. You know, you know, it is a very modern fight when it comes to like Lee. You know, you know, 50,000 over 90,000 men. Okay, so Robert E. Lee's army of Northern Virginia went around 50,000 to 90,000 men during major campaigns. So it went, yeah, so that's a considerable number. If not, Horatio Nelson had not that many people actually. 30,000, but it did have 33 vessels. No, wait. Yes, but it did like the most famous fights of Horatio. He won without losing any of his own ships, which is honestly fucking beautiful. Like, sorry, it was really fucking. Sorry, it was. I don't know. Actually, this one is pretty close. Like, I feel like this one is pretty close. Not gonna lie. Okay, we need to do this part now. Let's go to this part. So let me grab the trowel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now we're just gonna build the bridge. How we do it? We come up to 102 or under actually 101. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we pull the straight. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Honestly, I would say Horatio mainly because he never like whenever he like he until the moment he actually lost at the end, which of course eventually it will happen. But like other than that, every fight that he did not lose a single ship, while being considerably smaller in number compared to the enemies. So honestly, I feel like I should give him the win. Like it makes sense, right? Sorry, chat. I'm getting I'm getting a little tired. That's why I'm saying less. I am a little. I'm getting a little bit tired right now. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like we need to go forward more. So like, how many was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So hold on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 palm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 palm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 palm. Okay, I feel like up to here. Hold on, let me do this real quick. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I missed a spot there. Wait. I can fix that later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. Oh, there is a chestnut. Did I already capture one of you? I did not yet. Okay. Let me do that real quick. Where is it? I need a Pokeball. I need the Pokédex. You're gonna be a bitch to fight, right? Yeah, you are. I mean, not even fight. To capture it will be probably a weird thing to fight. But yeah, honestly, Otwa, save this question for next stream, because right now my brain is melting slowly, so I cannot give you a proper answer if I answer this one question. But yeah, my bad. I'm literally getting a little EP, which is unfortunate. But yeah, next time I will definitely answer this question. I'm just a little EP today, chat. Hold on, I need this. Oh fuck, I forgot that bridging with this is... Okay. I don't know actually, I never had chicken wing dip. Because I presume it's something that goes along the lines with chicken wings, which is something that I rarely eat. I would say... So the closer thing I could think of is like what sauce to get at McDonald's when you get chicken nuggets, which is I guess the closest thing I could think of. And honestly, I'm not going slow by choice. It's just going slow because it's trying to place the block. But it's wait, actually, hold on. Can I just... Where are we going? Oh, okay, thank you. But like, I guess we could say that. Yeah, bye Cosmo. Don't worry, I'm not gonna continue that much because I am getting tired right now. But yes, thank you for coming by, brother. I'm suffocating myself. Hold on. Again. But yeah, thank you so much for coming by, brother. Have a good one. See you next time. Best chicken wing dip. Yeah, I was saying, sorry. Best chicken nuggets dip. I'm sorry, but I'm a sucker for sour, for like sweet and sour. Even if like I always loved the barbecue, the BBQ sauce, but honestly lately I do not like it as much, which is unfortunate. How far? Okay, like this. Nice. My love, aren't you working? Hold on, what's happening? Why are you still... Why does it still count you here for that? That is really funny. But yeah, I would say chicken dip. I don't know which choices are there for that. Dino nuggets. Yes, absolutely. Why am I? Okay. Jesus. Okay. It keeps making me go past the. Oh fuck! Hold on. No. Fuck. This is so difficult. I guess I should grab like a heavy gas to do this thing. Oh, I actually should do that. Oh yeah, same. I mean, if you're playing ranked right now, there is also drives which are fucking annoying. But if you're not playing that, I'm sorry for you, man. If you're having like issues with just people in general. From a plat to diamond lobby game right after I have silver to plat. How the brother? We played yesterday. Like I don't remember if you were there as well. But like it was either yesterday or the day before, and we had a lobby from silver to master. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean master lobby when I'm barely fucking silver myself? But yeah, like lately Overwatch makes no fucking sense. Like with matchmaking, it makes no fucking sense. Okay. So yeah, it was prior to that then. But like, yeah, no, that fucking game was so ridiculous. We had a master Junkrat in our team, and the other team was 4 out of 5 all masters, and the last one was like diamond. No wait, yes, diamond in the other team. In our team, it was 1 master, 1 plat, and then me being silver, my love being close to gold, and I don't remember who else was also close to gold. Like, why the fuck would you do that kind of matchmaking Overwatch? Like, how does that make sense? Same, because the fucking master we had in our team, you know, he was playing fucking Junkrat. He was not hitting a fucking shot. And when we told him why was he playing Junkrat if it was not his main, he said he just wanted to have some fun and not try hard every time. It was the start of the fucking drives, man. What do you mean not try hard every time? It's the fucking drives. Try hard. Do try hard, please. But yeah, no, people are fucking annoying when it comes to that. Okay, so we placed down the general idea of the bridge. I will probably play some Overwatch later. Actually, let me ask my husband. Wow, Overwatch without me, I see. He's already playing Overwatch. But yeah, like, I get it. You wanna have fun. You wanna have chill in the game. Do not play fucking comp if you wanna chill on the game. Play fucking unranked. Yeah, honestly, I hate people. Like, I completely understand what you mean by that, because it is fucking terrifying. Like, it is fucking embarrassing. Like, it does not make sense. If I want to meme around, like, in comp, I go super because it's way easier to go from, let's say, yes, exactly. It is easier to just chill out in as a fucking support, and then if needed, try hard, than just fuck around and find out. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you fuck around as a fucking DPS, going 2 and 15 and then complaining that you don't get healers. Like it's it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense in the slightest, which is fucking an animal. Actually, an animal. Fucking, I'll go. I would say, fuck. I had a very specific animal in mind. I just lost it. What's the name of those shrimp that can punch? I don't remember the mantis shrimp. And also the Silver to Plug game, the whole enemy team went spray and pray oh god, that is disgusting. That is fucking disgusting. Yeah, honestly, just you wait a couple of days when the new character comes in the game, so you have yet another thing to complain about, which is even far worse than just people that don't know how to play. Because the new character is both not strong, but also hella fucking broken. I don't know if you saw the trailer of the new character, which is that character is that is that is really fucking wow. She's not very strong because she doesn't like one shot you instantly, but she is like she looks kind of broken, like prime cat kind of broken. And also they're gonna buff. There's 3 characters that will be buffed next season. You wanna guess who? I just remember 2 of the 3 for unfortunately. Do you wanna try and guess 2 of the characters that will be apparently buffed next season? And let me tell ya, those. Nope. Emre will be buffed, I think, but not crazy. I'm talking crazy buff, like almost game-breaking level of buff. One of the 3, I do not remember. I think it was Cassidy, the one I don't remember, but don't take my word for it because I don't remember. The second character, Reaper, will be buffed. The third character that apparently will be buffed into oblivion in a unfortunately good way, so actually a good buff, which is a problem. Mercy. Mercy will receive a buff in her healing output. Why? Why? No, yeah, basically the new character, Sierra, has the same movement ability of Widow. So she has a grapple, but it is a grapple that she can use 2 times in a row. And what I mean is basically she throws the fucking drone in the air. She can grapple to that drone once. And then she has a little bit of time where she can do it a second time if needed. Before the drones goes back and she has the cooldown. Then she has a... yeah. And then she has the skill shot. They call it a skill shot, which is kind of like Anna's leap dart. That's a skill shot apparently. And if you hit the skill shot, any any shot you shoot after that will automatically go towards the enemy. So we're talking about a soldier ult but on cooldown. Then she has a grenade that she can throw just like Emre, but instead of being a sticky exploding grenade, it's a grenade that does kind of like a mini shatter. It does not stun people, I think. I hope it does not stun people, but it does like a cone shape area of damage from the explosion outward. Still on cooldown, so she has a mini venture. She has a soldier and venture ult on cooldown, and then her ult, the drone flies forward and drops bombs on the ground that explode. So I don't know. She like, as I said, she doesn't feel overpowered. She doesn't feel like release date Moga or release date Brigitte, but she feels kind of fucking annoying. Because basically, with the skill shot, if you land it, anything that flies, dashes, goes fuck where in the map can still be followed by the shot. And it almost looks like you can shoot at people behind walls, behind cover, if you hit them with the skill shot. Because even in the cutscene, it shows that she basically hits with the skill shot Emre, and he hides behind like a box, and she shoots basically over the box, and the fucking projectile just pull a 180 just to hit Emre anyway. Yes, it's more than Junkrat venture for the grenade, and then just Farah, because the ult basically it drops bombs on the ground, but like stronger bombs than Junkrat. So yeah. And she already has a legendary skin in the battle pass, which is a streetwear skin, because for some reason apparently now they do love their streetwear on Overwatch for some reason, because they're trying to be like the cool kids. Yeah, they're gonna be like, yo, and I don't know. I feel like she's gonna be permabanned in comp. I deadass feel she's gonna be permabanned. Yeah, no worry, Otto, no worry. I'm about to stop the stream anyway because I'm getting tired. But I will probably play some Overwatch later, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Depends if my husband tells me if he wanna play with me or not. Nah, he doesn't wanna play with me. Wow. But yeah, Otwa, it's been fun. Thank you for passing by. See you next stream, brother. But yeah. Gotta love our word. I'll be down, lol. I'm gonna see, brother. I'm gonna see. If you see me online later, just whisper me if I am in a group already or not. If not, just yeah, just whisper me and I'll add you in the group. If I do play Overwatch at all, because I might even just warm up the side of the pizza that is left from lunch and just binge watch some YouTube. Because unfortunately today the fucking allergies did throw a right hook at me, so I'm kinda like, ugh, I'm kinda dead. But anyway, chat. Honestly, I know I'm going slow with this project, but I do not mind the fact that I'm going slow because I want to make it look nice. I don't know if I'll build anything before tomorrow, before tomorrow's stream. If I do, it will probably just be some decoration. Maybe I'll finish up the bottom floor. Maybe I'll start the top floor. I don't know. We'll see. I honestly have no idea, brother. Actually, hold on. Let me open Overwatch real quick. Let me check if you have me added. Just in case. Let me check. Let me check if you have me added. Because if not, I'll just insult you. Yeah, let me check. I had 40 kills with Rain and still lost. Damn. That fucking sucks, brother. Let me check. Let me check. Your name would be that one. Let me see. I don't. Yeah, I do have I do have you added, the Ghost, because you're in quick play right now. So yeah, I do have you added. So yeah, if you say, yeah, also Link, hello brother. I will probably stop the stream now because I am getting tired. Uh, I mean, I did not do much today. I just completed the area a little bit and started the second build, which honestly I might even change up a little. Maybe use some other kind of brick. Maybe go with the mud brick or even just the nether bricks. We'll see. I'll see what I can do. Even just the cut. I honestly I can find something. I could even just go with the dripstone. We'll see. Because I want to make it look different, but still that makes sense. So I'll see what I can do. But yeah, honestly, tomorrow we're gonna continue this. Maybe I'll start detailing a little bit. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. It's still taking a while before I do the actual farms. I will probably turn the train around to here if I want, if I can, before I start making the farm. I don't know. We'll see, chat. Anyway, chat. Hold on. Let me go like this. Chat, if you liked what you've seen today, as always, don't forget to follow and check my stream from time to time. From time to time, you will always find me here. If I'm not here, just check Discord. If you don't find me on Discord, just check through my wife. She usually knows the most where I am. And yeah, Link, Ghost. If you see me online later on Overwatch, do not mind like whispering me, seeing if I am down to play. If you don't see me online, that means I'm just binging YouTube and just relaxing by myself. So yeah. So when does this server open? It's still it's gonna be a while still, unfortunately. But like dice game. Oh, gambling before we stop the stream. Yes. You all too have a nice rest of the evening or afternoon, depending on where you're watching me from. And people, see you all tomorrow. Bye.